Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today we're going to start mudding up in the loft. Trying not to get too close to this door because we have a pretty good wind today. You could see that there's still snow on the ground from that blizzard we had a couple days ago, and it's a bit cold in here, and it's going to rain all day, so it's going to be dark up there. So I got the heater going to warm it up here, but I'm going to have to bring the lights up here as well, and that's going to get really crowded. It's going to be hard enough to do this mudding on these angled walls in this tiny space as it is, but bringing that light up here is really going to make it difficult. I don't want to move the vacuum down. I can't move the heater down, so I guess I'm going to have to live with it. I think what I'll do is just put the light right here and start on this wall. Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to shift stuff around because my joint compound will harden up, but I'll be mixing up a good amount of batches of that, I think. Okay, alright, well, let me get that light set up and then we'll start mixing up some of the joint compound. Working in a little place like this is pretty difficult. I'm wondering, this top part comes off. Wondering if I should just take the top off, but I don't think that's going to make it any easier, and I don't think the light will be as good. Alright, we'll just take it like this. Easier said than done. Okay, I'll move the vacuum over here as well. Yeah, that'll give me 2 walls to start with. Yeah, with any luck, maybe I can get that done with 1 tray of mud. I don't know. These bottom parts are going to be real difficult to mud because you want to smooth it along the line of the joint, and that joint running at the top of the knee wall, there's not a lot of room there. Okay, well, let's get this plugged in and get moving. Okay, I have the first trough of mud on. I can't have the light on and the heat on at the same time, so let me get stuff rearranged and get the light on, and I'll come back and show you what I did. Okay, so this knee wall to the side wall is by far the hardest joint, and what I was doing is getting a good amount of mud on the knife and then starting out down here, and then I can get the mud on this upper part, but I can't work my way back down. There just isn't enough room with the floor there. So on this lower part, I'm going to have to go sideways. It's pretty complicated, and some of you out there might know of a better way to do it, but I sure as heck don't. And you can see I got much better as I went, and I hope to be able to get that other wall done pretty quickly. So once I got all of the mud on, I went back with my wider knife and smoothed it off. Once this mud is dry, I'm going to go back over it and lightly sand it and then put another coat on right away. I'm not exactly sure how many coats this is going to take. This was 1 trough, and I got this long seam, a seam there, and I got a whole bunch of the screws. Oh, and I got a lot of the stuff on this wall here as well. So I'm guessing that's none of the ceiling, got a nice joint here, and a lot of mess ups and stuff on this wall. So I'm gonna guess it'll probably take 4 troughs full, right around there. And like I said, I'll go back over it and do a little bit of sanding, scrape off any ridges or anything, but I think it's going to do a good job. I'm going to switch over to the lightweight stuff, the gypsum stuff, at some point. Yeah, I can probably do that on this right now. Once I have the tape embedded like I do here, yeah, I can switch over to the lightweight stuff on this. So I think I'll come back and get the rest of the tape and the rest of the screw holes, lightly sand, and then come back with the lightweight joint compound, the gypsum stuff. All right, that's a plan. So I ended up right over there somewhere. So I'm going to mix up another trough full. I'll try to get more of it filmed. Well, I didn't get any of this filmed, so any of it filmed will be more of it filmed. And right away, I'm going to take this. This is that mistake. I cut this in the wrong place. So what I'm going to do, I already put some wood up there yesterday. Got it glued up there. So I'm going to put some glue on that and butter this edge a bit with joint compound and line up my line there. This is the correct spot for the hole. And then I'll just tape this in place. And once that's dry, I'll sand it up a bit and then tape over it with paper tape. Then I'll re-drill that hole and it should look pretty darn nice. Hopefully. Okay, I'm going to move all this stuff around. I have my sanding stuff there, a little bit of water, and my sanding pads. And yeah, I'm going to have to move everything over here. Kind of. No, actually, I'll be working my way around and I'll end up over here. All right, I'll show you what I did as soon as I do it. Okay, got everything moved to the middle and I'm ready to go mix up my next batch. Yeah, it's really cold outside. It's probably, pushing 40, but it's still in the 30s. So I'm going to have that heater on tonight. And I think I'm going to put the heater on while I go down and mix my mud. Yeah, this is going to come out really nice, but it's going to be a pain in the butt to do it. But now that I've done a bit, I have a lot better idea of how this is going to go. Okay, let's go get that mixed up and I'll show you what I'm doing along the bottom here. Okay, got a fresh batch here. I may have made this a little too thin. I don't know. I don't think I mixed this quite well enough. I think I did better on the other side. But you can see I can go back and forth, going sideways and then going up and down. I could do that forever, or just do it in 2 different coats. Yeah, I definitely did not mix this as good as I should have. Got lots of little dry stuff in there. Let me mix this up a little bit and then I'll get right back with you. Before this mud sets up, and it's almost there, I'm going to get my plug glued in place. This is quick setting glue. Just kind of butter this edge a little bit. And I'll fill it in after it dries up as well, but all right. Probably should have got some tape ready, but of course I didn't. Hopefully this is showing up. Like I said, when this is dry, I'll take the tape off and I'll take my knife and clean up these edges a little bit. Then I will mud and tape it. And it should be as good as new. Hopefully. Okay. Got a little time left on this mud. I'm gonna do a few more of the screw holes. It's getting really cold up here. The wind shift directions and it's coming up under that plastic. So I don't know how much time I can work up here before I have to put the heat back on. I wish I had, well, actually I can go get a big extension cord and plug the heater in full time. Maybe I'll do that when I go down and wash my pan. All right, on that last trough full of mud, I got, I started right over here and worked my way all the way into this corner. And then I started screwing up, especially on this joint right here, because I can't get a wide knife in here. And I was messing up between this joint and this joint. I should have left this alone and just did the corner and then came back and did this. I'll be able to fix this up. I'll sand it out and recoat this, but got me kind of frustrated. So I turned the heater on and let this sit for about an hour. It's taken quite a while for this mud to dry, but I don't know. I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to get done tonight, but I'm going to go mix up another trough full of mud and I'm going to get that corner all the way across to that corner and probably this joint right here on the ceiling. Yeah, I'll probably only have time for 2 more troughs full of mud because it takes about an hour to put it on and about a half hour to get it cleaned. I clean it a little bit down here and then run across the street and clean it up with the hose, and you have to clean all of your tools after every time. Otherwise, any mud that's left on the tools is going to interfere with the next batch, and any mud on the tools anyways is just going to cause grooves and stuff. Okay, let me go mix up a batch. Well, actually, I'm going to have to move all this stuff back into that corner so I have access to this area. So let me do that and then go mix up another batch. All right, I got my batch of mud mixed up. I think I might have mixed it a little badly last time. I had a hell of a lot more problems with this wall than on that wall. We'll find out in just a second. Let's get this corner done. I can only work up here so long per day before my knees just start hurting like crazy and I have to stop. And They're hurting pretty bad right now, but I really want to get this first coat of mud on today. At least on all the taped stuff, which is basically everything. Everything but the screw holes. We'll see if that'll happen or not. I'm gonna have to leave the heat on all night because I just checked the temperature, it's 41, and this is not gonna set at 41 degrees. So heat all night, and then tomorrow I'll come out here and knock down all the ridges with a knife, do a bit of sanding, do a lot of sanding in some areas, and then hopefully switch to the lightweight compound, the pre-mixed lightweight compound, which I believe is made from gypsum. I know this stuff's made from plaster and lime. That worked out way better than my last one. Okay, all I got done with that batch was this corner and that top corner. The top corners are pretty darn hard to do because you got to pull it from both directions. You can't run like an angle trough like this, or not trough, angle trowel. You can't run an angle trowel on it because of the angle, but I got it done. It'll take a bit more sanding than I'd like, but I'll do it. I'm going to mix up a little bit bigger batch, and I'm hoping to get that end wall there and this one right, or not end wall, but end corner, and then this corner right here. With any luck, I'll be able to get this corner as well, and I'll be nearly done with the tape. I still have the 2 seams on the ceiling. There is no way I'm going to be able to get this all done today. So with any luck, I'll get 3 of these corners done, but I'm guessing it'll probably be 2. We'll see. All right, I'm going to go mix up a batch and we'll get right to it. last batch of mud, I got that joint right there, this one here, I got the cross on the ceiling and that. So I got all the taped joints completely done. Well, not completely done, but tomorrow I won't be using this same kind of mud. I'll be using the lightweight pre-mixed stuff, which is a lot easier to put on and a lot easier to sand. But the first thing I need to do is sand. Well, this I just scrape with a knife, but stuff like this, I got to do the edges just a bit, but this is all going to be tapered in anyways. Like that right there, that'll come off with a knife. So I don't know how long this is going to take to do the sanding and scraping tomorrow. I'm hoping it's not too long, and I'll be able to get to the lightweight stuff and do a skim coat or two. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to take 2 more days to get this completely done, and then we'll let it dry a day, and then we'll get back in here and paint this with PVA. I'm going to have to put the heat on all night. It's getting colder and colder out there. It's probably about 35 degrees, so I definitely need heat in here tonight. Otherwise this stuff could freeze up and crack. It'll probably be dry in, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, that thick stuff in the corners and stuff. Good, good, good. All right, so tomorrow it'll be sanding, scraping, and hopefully I'll be able to get at least 1 skim coat on the entire thing. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.